Here at Simply Garden, with over 50 years of gardening experience, I believe in keeping things simple and productive while gardening in your own backyard. Doing a little bit of fertilizing with fish emulsion, and right now loading up the container, measuring out as I fill the bucket up here. But before I do that, getting the full details of this here, I want to do a couple quick call outs for some people who are really doing a great job in their gardens, and their content is really something that you want to check out. A couple of different people would be I want to do a shout out for Little Beans Garden, and then also another one called Backyard Eden, and then Arts Allotment. So it's Little Beans Garden, great content, doing a really nice job. Backyard Eden, another good information as far as gardening, and then Arts Allotment, super job out there you guys are doing. So anyways, just want to give a little shout outs for those people there. We'll have it down on the bottom of this YouTube so you can the correct spelling, and so you can also find them. So hopefully you can enjoy their YouTube channels. And we'll continue along now here with fish emulsion. So what I'm doing, I'm using here Neptune's Harvest Fish Emulsion. I buy it by the gallon container. Actually, I go through 4 gallons a year of this stuff here. And so we're doing a mixture of 2 tablespoons per gallon of water, or it'd be basically 1/8 cup per gallon, or 1 fluid ounce. So basically, I got a container here. I figured out how many for a 2.5 gallon watering container here. I'd basically give it a good little more. It was about 1/3 of a cup. Already mixed that in there. Finish watering this up here. I also like to pre-mix a full bucket of it too, so we can just keep on going while I'm watering the plants. I got the bucket filling up, so I don't have to wait for the thing to water up every time. But we're gonna go ahead and do a couple different things here. I like to give some nice in between the other fertilizers I give, the organic fertilizers. I just give things a nice watering down. For instance, the peas here. These I planted on the edge of the strawberries because we get some extra room. So these beds are wrapping up. But as you know, I got some room on the edge of these strawberry beds here. I'm gonna go ahead and give it some room for some more peas. I don't have to over soak it, just want to give it more like a foliar feeding right now, because I already gave it the granule organic fertilizer a couple weeks ago. Same with the tomatoes here. Just planted these a couple weeks ago. I haven't given them the fertilizer for tomatoes. I lost one there. I've talked about cutworms earlier, and I need to transplant one of these guys over there. I didn't put my cutworm collars around, and just to show you what happens here, took it, knocked it right out. I dug that out to get the root out of there, but just chopped the plant off right at the soil level, and that was the end of it. If I got enough extra tomato plants hanging around, I'll just transplant one in its place here. Just enough to soak the ground lightly. And like I said, I already did these plants here. Already got hit with fish emulsion a week ago. I put some powder down there because I'm having a little problem with something eating up my carrots. So hopefully the powder will, it's organic powder, will stop this from happening. I'm going to go ahead and hit the peppers over here that I planted a couple weeks ago, actually last week. Give them a nice little jump here. Then I'll go ahead and give them the regular general garden fertilizer as they start getting a little bigger here. They're already taking off pretty nicely. All right, let's go get some more. So foliar fertilizer really helps it give a nice jump. There we go. All right. right. I'm gonna give this corn a little watering here too. It's not quite to the point where it needs to have the other fertilizer for corn, because this will be about 5 to 6 inches high, so this will help push it around a little bit. Our pumpkins are already up. Give them a little quick drink, that's fine. I just planted pumpkins in among the corn, right there, right there. Actually, correction, those are acorn squash coming up there. It's not pumpkins. Pumpkins are further up where the other corn is. And those are all already up too. We'll give these a little quick drink, it won't hurt it. They'll enjoy it. If I really don't make no difference with fish emulsion, give them a little quick drink. It's amazing how things just start. It really boosts up the productivity, greens up the plants nicely. I already got these tomatoes done earlier. Those are all I get those a couple hours ago. Some people do say it's best to do this when it's towards the end of the day. It is about 4:30, 5 o'clock, so don't want to do this during the heat of the sun because it doesn't help the plants much. It benefits them better when you've got come down to the end of the day. Get the climbing peas. It's called Miranda. You can see how they're starting to take hold in the trellis here. They're starting to connect to it. That's encouraging to see that. Amazing how they reach out for that, the little tentacles. I gotta get myself a little weeding going. I got some crabgrass issues here. We'll catch up a little bit. So, you know, gardening there's always something to do because things are always changing, but that's part of the challenge, keeping ahead of things. Okay, get some more. A little bit left in here yet. All right, we'll start watering up here. So that's what we do. We just give it a nice little drink to everything. Like I just did a harvesting of spinach. I'll go over and hit this again. I did see some bolting of the spinach. With basically when it starts going to seed heads, it had gotten pretty warm out. So that's what that was happening. But that's okay. We'll. I think we get some more time. Get some cooler weather coming. So I'll go ahead and give this some more too. A little more fish emulsion will help extend the season out a little further. We'll get some more fertilizer made up here. Get this pre-measured out while the container's filling up. There you go, third of a cup. Right on. Okay. Now we're going to put in 2 of these guys, for this is a little more than a 5-gallon container here, so we'll go a little more than a third. Do 2 of those. All right. Well, that fills up. I'm going to get this opened up here. This is where I have all the broccolis and cabbages underneath cover growing. And enjoying the covering, keeping the bugs off too. If you have problems with cabbage worms, this is a great product to use. There we go. So make sure I don't lose my pins here. Here we go. So we'll come and give this a good drink too. Nice looking lettuce growing in there. Wow. came out good. All right. That's exciting to see that. It's also getting time to recut my paths in the garden here. Do it every 2.5, 3 weeks. Hard to believe it's almost coming to had another 3 weeks already since I last did that. But what's nice about the grass, I go ahead and bag it. It's very nutritional. I use that for mulching my asparagus bed, and that'll help keep the moisture in too. Okay, let's go give these guys some water. Drink over here. I'm not going to bother doing lettuce. Lettuce is big enough. Now the key here is I have a woodchuck running around the place. So saw 2 yesterday, but I did sprinkle a product that is good to keep. It creates a scent, lasts a couple months actually, and I sprinkled that around, and that seemed to really work as far as keeping woodchuck away. So I'm probably going to do it again pretty soon, because when they start getting this size, they seem to smell it, and they head right for the bracus type of plants, the cabbage and the broccoli. They love broccoli. Oh my goodness. I've come out, had beautiful heads of broccoli ready to pick, and sure enough, woodchuck wipes them out in one afternoon. While you're of course out doing your other work of life. Come home with a nice surprise. Not. A little bit of a potato left over from last year, a little seedling. It does that sometimes. Okay. So it gives you a good idea what we do here as far as just fertilizing. A little quick jolt between the granular fertilizer to give your plants a little bit of a push along. These are starting to blossom here. Good to see that. Other peas up the other side already have pods on them, and it's June 3rd, Zone 5, Southern New Hampshire. In fact, I got to show you the pea pods. Hold on a second here. My grandchildren were stealing them earlier. It's fine. They're having a good time. But here we go. We got peas coming along. I should be probably picking them by end of next week. They'll fill up pretty quick now. And I got the pea brush in there. Help hold them up. Yeah, we got peas coming in here. Peas coming in here. Make sure you can see those down there. Whole bunch down in here. This is like a really good year for peas this year. Last year wasn't that good. I'm really happy to see that. I like the fact they got a little cooler too. Peas don't like a lot of continual overly hot weather. More pods down there. Very exciting time to see that happening. And start these guys back here underneath plastic covering the first day of spring, March 21st. Actually had to shovel some snow out of the way. You can look back one of my videos showing growing peas underneath plastic coverings, as they're called, clouches. I will not do these as far as fish emulsion now, because they're almost done. They're going to wrap that up, and then they get pulled out, and we'll put broccoli plants in there. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm just giving you an idea as far as fish emulsion fertilizer between the granular fertilizer, keep things nice and moving along and create a nice successful crop later on as it comes time to harvest. Have a great rest of the day, and I hope you enjoyed this.